Hi, I'm Yolanda Jackson, registered dietitian and owner of Nourish You Nutrition. Today, we're talking about nutrition tips to survive the holidays. So, the holidays can be stressful. Everybody knows that you have gatherings, there's lots of food to be enjoyed, drinks to be enjoyed. So, with all the events, you just have to plan for it. I'm here to help you enjoy the holidays. A lot of times with the holidays, there's disruption in your schedules. So sometimes you don't exercise as much, but you're eating more. And this can cause all kind of disruptions in your goals. And we don't want that. A lot of these celebrations are surrounded by food, and that's okay. Food is made to be enjoyed, but let's just talk about how you can navigate this and still survive the holidays without ruining your nutrition goals, your fitness goals, and everybody's gonna be like, well, what did you do differently? So let's just get into it. So no need to blow all your progress. Absolutely not. You need to plan accordingly, and that way you can survive the holidays without blowing all of your goals. A lot of the holidays leading up towards the end of the year usually result in a lot of food. So I want you to go to those parties and those gatherings, and I want you to eat, enjoy your things. But let's talk about what exactly it is that you need to do. So, tip number one, don't skip breakfast. A lot of times when people are planning ahead, they know that they're going to eat, they're going to drink, they're going to enjoy themselves, and that's perfectly fine. But don't think that just because you're going to do that, that you need to skip breakfast. Don't do that. Even on days that you have a lot of food celebrations, still eat breakfast because we want you to not overcompensate at that party because you've been, starving yourself, for lack of better words, all day. So skipping meals tends to lead to overeating. So don't do that. Even if it's something sensible like a bowl of oatmeal or toast, still eat your breakfast on the days where you know that you're going to have a nice food celebration. Tip number two, if you're at the party and there's a buffet present, make sure that you survey the entire buffet. Yes, I'm that person that goes from top to bottom looking to see what all is on the buffet because I want to see how I'm going to spend my calories for the evening. I don't want to get too excited at the beginning of the buffet, fill my plate up, and then there's no room or no calories left at the end of the buffet. So, this is your opportunity to decide what's worth eating and what you should avoid. So, always survey the entire buffet before you commit to putting food on your plate. And there's a reason why. I'll tell you why in just a second. Up, there it is. Tip number three. If you're going to enjoy food celebrations, try to only eat one plate. Consider this your one and done rule. So, yes, you're going to go to these events, you're going to have fun, but try to only get one plate. Start by filling up your plate with vegetables and salad before moving on to entrees and dessert. And again, if you're going through the entire buffet before you start to build your plate, then you know where you want to actually use those calories and budget those calories. You don't want to overcommit, but don't forget to try your veggies. Usually with most of the events, there's always piles of vegetables left. And I don't understand why. Let's try filling up these plates with vegetables first. So it's almost like eating your vegetables, then you get dessert or whatever else. So let's try to add our vegetables first. Tip number four, you do not have to be a part of the clean plate club. It's okay to leave food on your plate. You don't have to eat it all. So say you overcommitted. I'm guilty of doing this too because I don't eat like this all the time. So therefore, when I see it, I get super excited. So just make sure that if you feel like, you've gotten to your point, you're satisfied, because again, we don't eat until we're full. Once you're satisfied, then just push away. You don't have to clean your plate. Tip number five, and this one's important too. When you're choosing where to sit or stand at the party, be sure you're at least an arm's length away from the food. This will help you to prevent mindless eating. You've all seen those people that stand close to the food and they're just constantly doing this. Don't be that person. Not because it's not cool or whatnot, but because basically it's mindless eating. At this point, when you're just grabbing and eating, are you really even enjoying anymore? No, you're just eating it because it's there. So survey your buffet, get your plate, and stand away. Now, if you're really enjoying your food and you like a little bit more, maybe just get you one more serving if you just absolutely have to. But just remember how many parties we have. I don't know how social you all are. You may have parties that are booked from now up until a couple of months out. Everybody can't be that lucky. But if you are that lucky, then just make sure that you're not overeating at every gathering. If you see the arrow here on the screen, basically you have these gentlemen and they are at least a couple of arm lengths away from the buffet. So this will prevent you from just overeating and just kind of mindlessly eating. It can be fun until the pounds start coming on, and then it becomes a problem because, everyone loves January because it's new time for new opportunities. Don't make your January so hard to where you have to lose so much. So enjoy your parties, but let's just be sensible about it. Okay, tip number 6. When it comes to holiday beverages, choose club sodas or spritzers. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this for every party, but if you have a party every night of the week, then we're going to have to figure out how to manage this. Spritzers tend to have less calories. So, you know, don't you want to eat your calories? I would rather eat my calories rather than drink them. Now, we all have choices in life. If you'd rather drink your calories, by all means, go for it. But just keep in mind this shot glass, this one right here, yep, that's 100 calories. So for every shot that you have, this 1 ounces, that's 100 calories. So pick your poison and pick it wisely. But just keep in mind, most people don't stop at one shot. Now, I'm not encouraging you to drink either, but just know that your shots of alcohol have at least 100 calories. And for those fruity drinks that are mixed with fruit juices and liqueurs and other hard alcohol, those have even more calories. So the fruitier, the more additives that they have, the more calories that they have. So just keep in mind, if you're eating more than one plate and you're drinking more than one drink, you're piling them on. You're just piling on the calories. Tip number 7, enjoy your favorite holiday treats, but eat small portions. So the thing about holidays is that they're fun times that have celebrations surrounded by food. And for some of these food items, we only eat them once a year. And if that's the case, I want you to enjoy them. I don't want to deprive you, enjoy them. But think about like your portion size. Usually with the first bite, it's amazing. The second bite, oh, that was still really good. The third bite, okay. The fourth bite, you're not as interested. So kind of look at it as it that way. Enjoy your Christmas cookies or whatever holiday you celebrate. Enjoy whatever side dishes that you love, but think about your portion sizes. I mean, it's easy to want to overeat, but it has consequences. So, in summary, we want you to enjoy the holidays. Enjoy them, live them up. I'm dressed, I'm ready for my parties, I'm ready to go. I'm going to enjoy my holidays, but exercise the 80-20 rule. What's that, you say? I know some of you have heard of it, some of you have not. So the 80-20 rule is 80% of the time you're going to eat and maintain like you're supposed to. So whole grains, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean protein, you're going to do all of that 80% of the time. So that 20% of the time when you have these holiday parties, you can enjoy your food items following the tips that I gave you. You don't have to, but I would recommend it. But those 20% of the time that you can eat whatever you want and you don't have to feel bad about it. Holidays are meant to be enjoyed. They're surrounded by food, friends, celebrations, and I want you to do that, but just make sure that you plan ahead. So when you plan ahead, that prevents you from failing or falling flat. It's always fun to enjoy your food holidays, but when you step on the scale or you notice that your pants are a little bit snugger, that's not any fun. So hopefully you learned something today. And even if you don't do all 7 tips, try to follow a few of those tips to help you navigate the holidays. You know what you need, but if nothing else, enjoy the holidays and have fun. I hope you learned something today and thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at nourishyounutritionky@gmail.com. Thank you for your time today.